All right, let's see if this is working. I don't have a clue if this is working. I guess we'll soon find out. Double check. Are you working? Are you working? All right. Guys, I don't know if this is working. I honestly have no idea. So if it is working, please, someone just type a thumbs up or something in the chat so I can just see it's working, so I know that this ain't fucking up. So just anyone, please, just type in the chat. Oh yeah, we've got thumbs up. So it's working. I see all you people. Look at that. I see Cameron. I see Istvan, Hainton, Lee Brunt. It's working. Yes, people. Fucking hell, I wasn't going to do this. Can't lie, wasn't going to do this. And you can all hear me. Fuck me, it's quite a lot of you joining. This is so lastminute.com. I wasn't going to do it, but we're doing it. And you know what? We might continue doing these. I have no idea. I've got myself a little drink. Can you see my little drinks cabinet growing over there? But yeah, welcome, people. Let's wait for a few more people to come because I only just put this out on the community tab. We were going to do 8 o'clock, but I thought, you know what? Let's have a go now and get it done. Look at this. People calling me a legend. I'm not a legend. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm not a legend. People have been waiting for this. A lot of people have been asking me to do a live, and I've just resisted doing it. I don't know why. I just I prefer the Q&A, so I get a long time to read everyone's shit. What does everyone make of the fights yesterday? Daniel Dubois, all the quick talk. Look, you know what? I did say he did quit. I said it, but I just don't like using that word when it comes to a fighter just because of how dangerous the sport is. But he did. He found a way out and he said, you know what? I'm done. So he done that. All right, let's wait for a few more people to join in. Hopefully we get around, it's the first one, so let's hope we get around 50. I'm not expecting any crazy numbers just because people don't know. Joe Gill says, Joyce was good. Want to see him in Chisora. I said that as well. I said, you know what? I want to see a motivated Chisora against Joe Joyce. That'll be a good one, just because Chisora, we know, has got a bit of a chin as well. So that'd be a good little test. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if there's enough money in it. Is it a pay-per-view fight? I don't think so. So I don't expect it to happen. I'm thinking Joe Joyce will probably go the Tony Yoka route, maybe. Maybe even a Hrgovic. Hrgovic is out there. He's like a mercenary for hire, so you never know what, right? Look at the fucking piss take here. AM says, Ade, are you going to get a wig? No, I'm not going to get a fucking wig. Someone asked here, sorry, Mr. W says, there's going to be a lot of questions coming in it. Mr. W says, what whiskey are you drinking? I'm actually drinking Jack Daniels. Where is it? Yeah, I'm drinking Jack Daniels. Just a little something light for the night. Straight as well, by the way. No mixer. All right, let's try and get some questions that have come in. Kamran Zamir says, Dubois quit, but he can come back. Vitali quit against Bird and went on to do good things. Yeah, Vitali, Dubois. You never know though, right? And by the way, Vitali didn't want to quit in the corner against Bird. I mean, he would have come out again. Dubois going on that knee and then just, I don't know, staying down. Doesn't look good, does it? But again, this is it, right? Experience. He took a step up. Didn't work out. Made some good money. He's young enough to, I think, to go on again. That's what I think personally. All right, let's run through a couple of questions. Jack Beerfox says, Ade's been popping today. You know what? I've been doing a lot today, you know. Guys, I'm busy, you know. Like, I love the fact that I can still do this channel because this is my baby. It is my baby, but I'm super busy at the moment, which is good because I wasn't always busy. So it's good to be busy. But yeah, we got Xavier. Xavier, I do apologize if I butcher your name. Xavier Rousseau Says, hello, Ade and everyone. Great content. Thank you for it. Cheers from France. Cheers, my man. Cheers indeed. Mark Osborne says, hi. Hi, Mark. Thanks for passing by. Daniel Myers says, I would rather Dubois. But I've just lost that one. Bloody hell, so many just came through. I think I saw something like that. Okay, here we go. Daniel Myers says, I would rather Dubois versus Chisora. After Dubois had a few more comeback fights. Nah, it's just never gonna happen. Chisora's too like old, if I'm honest, and Dubois is too young. They're never gonna match up now. Dubois is gonna need at least another 3, 4, maybe even 5 confidence building fights to come back, and by that time, Chisora, I don't think will be in the business anymore. All right, what else we got here? Tim Chapman says regulations around amateur boxing needed. Regulations around fucking YouTube boxing is needed. I know I put the video up and some people have come at me. And look, you know what it is? I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not that much of a fan of it. I know some people have said things like they want to see KSI versus Logan Paul and all that good stuff. I'm not really a fan of YouTube boxing, if I'm honest with you. Just doesn't do much for me. I know some people are, and look, congratulations to you, cheers to you, but it doesn't do anything for me. Istvan Grob says, Spencer Fearon said that Daniel Dubois is done. Too harsh. Yeah, ridiculously too harsh. I mean, this is the problem with boxing. And I'm a massive Spencer Fearon fan, but I mean, one loss. That's what's wrong with boxing nowadays, right? One loss, and someone saying he's done. Silly. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? Mike Like says, what is your opinion on your fan page on Twitter? I find it quite strange personally. I've not even seen it. Have I got a fan page on Twitter? I'm scared to look at it. I'm actually scared to look at it. I'm not going to go and look at it. Off the Canvas Boxing, go and check them out. I've said, has Dubois got the mentality to become world champion? Who knows? I mean, there have been some fucking shocking world champions. I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of him taking a knee and just jumping up and just moving on and everything's fine. I mean, you do want to see fighters with a bit more heart, but again, we're not in there. I mean, they were talking about nerve damage and it being a broken orbital bone. I mean, can you imagine how that feels? And then you've got this fucking 6'6" juggernaut that has no mercy and he's fucking attacking that orbital bone. He's smashing through it. Fuck that. I'm out of there, I'll tell you now. Mr. W says, Ade, what's your take? Oh, bloody hell, so many questions are coming in. I didn't expect this many to come in, people. Sorry. Where are we? All right, here we go. Mr. W says, Ade, what's your take on how biased the BT commentary was last night? They didn't give Joyce hardly any of the rounds. I have not heard the BT commentary because I was working for TalkSport and I was listening to the TalkSport commentary, so I didn't hear it. I'll tell you this though, Andy Clark from TalkSport had, I think, Dubois up by a couple of rounds, but I didn't hear it. But I can imagine it's going to be a bit one-sided to Dubois. Dan the Man says, thoughts on Bruno Fernandes. Look, I'm a Liverpool fan, but he's obviously a top player. Obviously a top player. And I think Man United could have found something there because it wasn't crazy money either, was it? Yeah, Michael Harvey says, opinion on the wide scorecard before the stoppage. There wasn't a wide scorecard. I think this is the narrative that's going around. But if you look at what BT Sports have just tweeted, they've tweeted the scorecards and it wasn't wide at all. I think that 8-1 scorecard that I think even Eddie Hearn spoke about was fake. It wasn't real. So it wasn't a wide scorecard. What else have we got? Matt says, did you see Ultra? Shout out to you. Big praise indeed. I didn't see Ultra. Shout out to Ultra Tech and his crazy self. But I didn't see Ultra shout out. But me and Ultra do go way back. He's been watching me and Ryan when me and Ryan had a channel called Box Talk a few years back. So Ultra's old school. So big up Ultra. Thank you very much. Tom S says, can we raise awareness of the Great Reset and Agenda 21 in the boxing community? We need our gyms back, bro. We do need our gyms back desperately. Like, desperately. Like, fucking hell. Like, funny thing is, yeah, I've got quite a few weights here. I ain't done shit since the gym's closed. Pardon my French, by the way. I've done nothing since the gym's closed. I just can't be asked. Can't be asked. What did everyone make of the Mike Tyson show? What was your opinions of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones? I think the fight was a bit staged. I have to be honest with you. I think the fight was a bit staged. I think both of them were kind of advised not to actually try and take each other's heads off, which I have no problem with. It was more competitive, and I was more enthralled by it than Jacobs Rosado. That's true. I was way more enthralled by it. I didn't hear the Snoop Dogg commentary, but I heard the Snoop Dogg commentary was fun as well. So look, it is what it is. I think there's going to be like almost like an old person's league now. I really do. I think the likes of Evander Holyfield are going to come. I think Shannon Briggs is going to want to fight in it. Bernard Hopkins is going to want to fight in it. We know that Oscar De La Hoya wants to come back. I think this will be an old person's league. And because some of these old fighters have so much name value to them, I think people will be interested. I know Mike's Mike, so he's going to get a lot more interest than the others. But I still think people will be interested in an Oscar versus Bernard Hopkins fight again, right? They fought at middleweight. People might tune in for that. All right, we've got 133 watching now. Thank you to everyone that's watching. I guess this is a bit better than fucking good old Q&A, innit? Right? Helps me, this does. Ghetto Genius says, easy, Ade, you're the boss. I'm not the boss. I'm not the boss. Stop it. Stop it. Now, you know what? I just love doing this. This is fun for me. Yusuf Patel says, who do you respect more, Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn? Frank, just because there's been many times when I thought Frank was done. There's been many times when I thought, he's done. Like, he done well, 40 years in the business, and he just keeps on coming back, keeps on finding a fighter, keeps on reinventing himself. Like, this whole social media talking to fucking YouTubers isn't Frank's thing. That's not his thing at all. He grew up on talking to print media. He's had to convert and learn how to do the social media world, and I think he's done very well. So I would always say more credit to Frank than to Eddie. Huge amount of respect to Eddie, but I think what Frank's been able to do is very, very good. All right, what else have we got here? A lot of people just saying, hey, Eddie, hey, Eddie. Hey, people, thank you for joining the live stream. I feel like, now that I know how to do this, we're going to do this every single Sunday. I know I say that, and I probably won't do it, but I'll try. A lot of people get upset with me for saying I'm going to do stuff and not doing it. Guys, life happens, shit happens. Someone's asked me about no super chat a day. You know what? Can I be very honest with you? I didn't know how to set the super chat up. And you know what? For now, we'll leave it alone. I know people like to make a couple of quid from the super chat, but we'll leave the super chat alone. And we'll just do this first one with this. In fact, not the first one. We'll do a few of them like this. I don't really necessarily care about the super chat, if I'm honest with you. But I know what you mean, in a sense that it will get some questions up to the top and stuff. Is that how it works? I don't know if that's how it works, but I believe it is. Let's have a look. Some people are saying do a phone-in show. Guys, fuck me, you want everything. I'm doing a live. You asked for a live. I'm doing a live. You want a phone-in as well? I don't know about that. Oh, you know what? I didn't like yesterday. Badu Jack's fight. Badu Jack was fighting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It was a guy called, I think it was Blake McKernan. I think that's his name. Hopefully it is. And he was getting battered. Like, it was literally just one-way beat up traffic. And I get that Blake is an unbeaten fighter, but look, he was never going to win that fight. Never going to win that fight. And the ref let it go on and on. In fact, fuck the ref. His corner let it go on and on and on. And I was like, what are they doing? Like, it's embarrassing. And his eye was all swelled up. And I'm like, oh, congratulations. He survived 8 rounds against Badu Jack. He got a nice little medal as well. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. All right, let's talk about... Okay, all right, someone sent me the super chat lets whoever wants to donate and send a highlighted message. Guys, I can't lie to you. I don't know how to do it. Like, I'll be pretending if I did. I don't know how to do it. So we will do it another time. Who's messaging me? Oh. I don't know how to do it, people. Super chat. We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time, the super chat. But for now, we'll just have a good old chinwag. All right, let's talk about Oh, someone's calling him Blake Balboa. It was like that. He was getting bus up. He was getting bus up. I saw something. Giovanni Minto says, greetings from Italy. Greetings, Giovanni. I was hoping that I had a bottle of drink so I don't have to get up. Where is my little bottle of Jack Daniels? I don't. All right. Let's have a look and see what we got in this chat. Let's answer some questions. Mando Solo says, salute Ade. Salute, people. Salute. Someone says, where do I rank is it Tanaka in my pound for pound? Is that Tanaka? Fruit Boys asked. Or is it Tank? I don't know if Fruit Boys asked about Tank or Tank. Fruit Boy, send the message for again. Someone here says, EL the meme says, greetings from Palestine. Really? People are everywhere. I love it. Everywhere. Ade, the undercover alcoholic. Undercover? Not undercover, my man. Overcover. I like a drink. I work out. I enjoy my life. I like a drink. That's all it is. So let me turn this phone on to mute. You know what it is? Yeah, I go gym. I eat healthy. I fucking get a drink in, man. Got to do a drink now and again. Ade, where can we get a chair like that? I actually bought this one in particular, this little battered one that everyone laughs about the rips. I got it for 30 quid off Gumtree. I've actually got, okay, you can see that. This here is a long Chesterfield. I got this one for like 30 quid as well. But there's one expensive one that you don't see, the other side. Now that one's a bit more like that, you get me? That one cost a couple of hundred, that one, when I had money to spend. Boy, I wouldn't spend that like that anymore. Yeah, you know what I was gonna say? That's what I was gonna say. All right, let's talk about the YouTube fight. A lot of people, look, leave your comments in. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but a lot of people are saying, Ade, you got it wrong with that YouTube fight, and they know what they're getting into and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they do know what they're getting into. That's what it is for me. I don't know if Nate Robinson knew what he was getting into. Like, no one knows the feeling. Like, I'm guessing he's not been knocked out at sparring. Like, no one knows that feeling until you're getting knocked out. So I don't know if he did know what he's getting into. And you don't spar with, I'm guessing he had on 8, 10-ounce gloves. You don't spar with those either. You know, I just feel like it's dangerous. I feel like it's dangerous. And I feel like someone's going to get seriously hurt here. And these are not professional boxers, right? I don't mind the 2-minute rounds, headgear, fine. I'm kind of cool with that. But 3-minute rounds, no headgear, nah. And I'm sure there was a pretty fair weight advantage to Jake Paul as well yesterday. You know, so yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. Someone's asked. Richard Loafer says, Ade, Ortiz or Povetkin? I'm gonna go Povetkin because Ortiz has done nothing. I've been a big Ortiz fan, like you guys know, for years. He ain't done shit. That's just the truth of it. Whereas Povetkin at least knocked out Dillian White clean. Like, no controversy, no nothing. Just boop, down, back to Russia with a couple of million in the bank. That's what he's done. He came over to the UK and robbed us. That's what he has done. Iceman says, you like a drink, but you don't like getting drunk. That's what it is for me. I think, it's everything in moderation, isn't it? I like a drink, but I don't drink to get drunk. I drink to get on a nice level, and then I know I'm on that level, and we just stay there. Simple, isn't it? I mean, yeah, simple. 319 says, greetings from Kilburn, brother. Greetings, my brother. Greetings indeed. Fight Farm says, how far does Joe Joyce go? If Joe Joyce was like 30, I would say he could go all the way. 35, he's going to be rushed, isn't he? He's going to be rushed again. Like, let's all kind of pump the brakes a bit. He beat a novice in Daniel Dubois that was a bit overhyped, let's be honest. So it's difficult to say where he could go. I mean, he was getting caught clean on the chin. So as much as I like Joe Joyce, as much as everyone's saying, oh, Joe Joyce has got the best chin, well, you don't want that to be found out, right? I mean, having the best chin isn't the biggest plaudits in the world. It's good, but that means you're getting tagged for us to know you've got the best chin. I mean, if AJ hit Joe Joyce, because I know AJ's a bigger puncher than Dubois, I know that for a fact, then, I mean, would Joe Joyce be standing? AJ's a bit more mobile as well. So I think Joe Joyce will fight at world level. Will he win a world title? No, not for me, but he'll fight at world level. and he'll do well at world level as well. But I think that's about it. What's this? Oh shit! It just jumped. Questions just jumped again. You know what? Next week or I might have to do a super chat, but just make it like 1p's super chat so I can see the questions. All right. Giovanni Minto says, Addy, will you ever make a video where you talk about the way you train at the gym and give some tips? You know, I obviously I'm 40 next year, believe it or not. I mean, I probably do look 40 actually, but I actually train quite crazy. It's like I train like a madman sometimes. I don't know why. It's not good for me. Like far too many little niggles and injuries. I train like I think I'm still young because I think I look young and I'm not young. So I wouldn't definitely not get advice from me. Ghetto Genius, says YouTube fights are a joke and dangerous. That's kind of what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. Some people talk about they bring in the casual fans. Do they? I guess they do a little bit. But for me, they are very, very dangerous. Oh, shit. I just see I am Dejwa, Mr. Uraba Coffee is in the building. He says, Frank, too busy trying to find his AJ 2.0 instead of building Dubois properly. Good point, right? Because he's now obviously signed up David Adeleye, who's, again, muscle-bound heavyweight. Take your time with these guys, man. Anyone, if they're any decent, can get through the first 16, 17 fights unscathed, look spectacular. If you're of decent level, it's what you do after that, right? Everyone was getting excited about Dubois knocking out Fujimoto and, Latte and Tete and all those guys. Yeah. Cockney68, I don't know if he's lying. He's lying, isn't he? He says, good day from Australia. With you on the YouTuber fights, load of bollocks. Yes, they are indeed a load of bollocks. Obviously, it's not the Tony Bellew, but someone here is called Tony Bellew, saying Ade. We never know. It might be the Tony Bellew, right? It might be. Notorious HC says, Jake Paul actually has legit skill. I said this on my video yesterday. Jake Paul has some skill. Like, and his brother. They actually have a bit of skill. That they're no joke. It's almost like they've got so much money. They've paid for the best trainers, the best nutritionalists. They are legit. Especially Jake, because Jake's a bit young. I think Jake's, 22? No. I think he's about 22, 23, Jake. So, look, I mean, I'm not going to say anything silly here, but let's be honest. Deontay Wilder turned over very late. Jake Paul will not win a world title. Let me say that. But, I mean, he could do something. He's going to need to know what weight he wants to fight at because he's going to have to cut a lot of weight to fight at an advantage weight for him. But he could win a couple of fights against club fighters, like legit boxers, not fucking NBA stars, but legit boxers, but club fighters. So like not even journeymen, because journeymen will cause him problems. Just club fighters that are there to kind of just fight. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Hopefully it does. Mohammed Ahmed says, Adi, what's your thoughts on Hamza Shiraz? Frampton says he's the best young British prospect and future world champion. I think I've heard that in terms of that tag about someone being the best young prospect and future world champion so many times. Boxing is so about levels. Anyone can look good. Not anyone. Take it back. So many fighters can look good at a lower level. Let's see him step up first. I mean, he's 154 pounds. There are a lot of 154 fighters in this country that are very, very good. So let's see what he does when he mixes with those first, and then we'll know. So I'm going to reserve judgment. I think Frampton jumped the gun there a bit too much. Wilder versus Povetkin. Don't know. I'm not sure. It's a shame because that fight was going to happen, 3 years ago? Wilder was actually on his way to Russia, and Povetkin failed a drugs test. Wilder got back on that plane, straight back to the US of A. What else have we got? Who is your favorite rapper? Says KDFFA. Tupac, Amaru, Shakur, all day, every single day. What we got here? Jesus Christ, that is a lot of questions. Joe Joyce versus Michael Hunter. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Fucking hell, someone just said in like, you know what? 1 second. I gotta sort this shit out. How do we do this?
All right, I think I might need to do a super chat just to get some. I don't know how to do it. Is anyone listening, or does anyone know how to do a super chat on this? Does anyone know how to do it without me logging out? Well, I'm guessing it's too late. I'm probably gonna have to log out. 2 secs, peeps. There might be a way. Jermaine C says, when is the next Q&A? Very, very soon, Jermaine C. Very, very soon. I might do it tonight. I might do Q&A tonight. By the way, what's the thumbnail? I don't know. I don't know what the thumbnail is. This was me trying to do something for the first time, but we'll change all that. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the questions that are coming in. Let's go properly and answer question for question. Properly, no bullshit. What do you think of the Spence Open workout? I've not seen it, but I have seen some footage of Spence kind of behind the scenes that someone sent me. Spence looks good. Spence looks very, very big though, I will say that. But this was about 2 weeks ago, so I'm thinking he still had to cut a lot of weight, but Spence looked good. Spence looked strong. I didn't see any problem whatsoever with Spence. And I expect it to be a very dominating performance. I really do. All right, will Tyson Fury retire undefeated? Yeah, I believe so. Tyson Fury is very, very good. You know, I'm a big AJ fan, but I can't see AJ beating Tyson Fury, you know. I really can't. And that pains me to say it, but I can't. Someone that big shouldn't move the way he moves. They shouldn't be on his toes and jittery and like 6 foot, whatever he is. Was he 6'8", whatever he is? Like, they don't move like that. I mean, and throw out jabs and have great gas tanks. He's a phenomenal fighter. Phenomenal fighter. So what else we got? Oh shit! Okay, so Cockney 68. I don't know if you guys heard me when I said Cockney 68 is from Australia. He actually is. He's in Australia. He's in Victoria right now. Originally from Leytonstone. Says he's living the dream. Australia might be the place to go, right? I think traveling is the thing to do. No doubt about it. Someone here said they want a 40-minute video. Fucking hell, bro. I mean, 40 minutes. You know how difficult that is. Do you know how difficult it is just to talk to the camera like this for 40 minutes? Nah. I'll give you 20, and that's all I can give you. That's all I can give you. Avi Skull says, Addy, what's the dream? The dream, thank you for asking, Avi Skulls. The dream is, I don't know, maybe a production company or something. But the dream isn't to go to work every day. Like right now, I feel like I'm in a good place because obviously I work, I've got my own show, it's 5 days a week. Well, actually I work 7 days a week, but that's not the dream. Like the dream can't be to work 7 days a week. Like it can't be. So the dream is to maybe have my own production company and work a couple of days a week and this chair go everywhere around the world with me. Maybe that's the dream. What else we got? Hrgovic versus Yoka. Yoka couldn't put a dent, really, could he, in Christian Hamer? I mean, I don't know how you're going to put a dent in Hrgovic. And his feet looked a bit flat as well, Yoka. I don't know what happened. But we'll see. We'll see. Paul Taylor says, thank you for doing this. No, thank you for watching, Paul Taylor. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. This is a question that got come up a lot, and it's by God's People 316. Prime Tyson versus Prime Roy. Prime Tyson would eat Prime Roy because Prime Tyson was obviously a heavyweight and Prime Roy would make your argument whatever weight, right? Middle, super middle, but it wasn't heavy, right? It just wasn't that. So Prime Tyson is just going to be too big and too strong. Plus, as much as Roy was very agile with his movement, Tyson wasn't a slow heavyweight by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, Tyson was one of the fastest heavyweights and he was very light as well. So I'd always go Prime Tyson to beat Prime Roy, always. Just because it's a size thing, right? Roy is a middleweight, Tyson's a heavyweight. And Tyson wasn't a land of the giant heavyweight either. So I'd go Prime Tyson all day long. What else we got here? Shit, so many questions coming in. I don't know. Did you see Warren's post-interview of Joyce? Says Jake Jansen. I didn't, but I think I'm going to watch a Hatman video after this, and Hatman was talking about, it's almost like Frank Warren didn't want to give him credit. You know what it is? It's difficult, right? Dubois is his guy. Joyce just beat up his guy. He's going to be upset, isn't he? So he's going to be a bit upset. So I guess you can't blame him, right? But yeah. Anthony Vander says, Ade, it's working. It is working. We're there, brother. We made it. We got here. Boxing Finesse says, Dubois' heart will be questioned next time. And Frank Fisheye's Monk didn't give Joyce enough credit for defeating his future prospects. You're not, though, are you? You're not gonna give credit to the guy that beat up your guy and ruined your lottery ticket. You're not, because if Dubois beat Joyce, then we'd all be talking about Dubois versus fucking everyone in the world. So he just literally ruined it from Dinny. Finbar White says, how could they score it that Dubois won 8 rounds? Keep smiling, Ade. Yeah, Finbar, they got it wrong. It wasn't that. That was an unofficial scorecard by someone that was ringside. The actual scorecards were a lot closer. In fact, one of the 3 judges actually had Joyce winning. So, yeah, it wasn't that. What is this? Pretty Boy Flizzy says, Dubois did show heart. His eye was pretty much closed in round 6 and 7. I think people forgetting that. The fight was stopped in round 10, right? So he went 3 rounds with excruciating pain. I don't know how tough people are watching this, but if you're talking a broken orbital bone and he's gone 3 or 4 more rounds with it, you know what I mean? You know? I don't know. What are we talking about here now? John Katkus says, thanks for doing this live. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay. Is that in reference to that? What's that guy now that drinks the wine? Can't remember his name anymore. Andy Morris says, saying hi from a library at Oxford Uni, bro. Fucking hell, we got a couple of smart ones in the building. Peace, Andy. Peace indeed. Oh yeah, T and Booth. That's the one. T and Booth that says all those kind of things, isn't he? Who's going to stop Alvarez, says God's people. Varda. 2 seconds. Finbar White says, would Ruiz versus Wilder be a good fight? Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, there's so many good fights in the heavyweight division, and I just feel like we're not going to get them. I want to see Wilder White. I want to see Wilder White badly. I want to see Michael Hunter versus Dillian White. I actually wouldn't mind saying Michael Hunter versus Chisora. There's so many that we're not getting, and everyone just crams for Fury Joshua. They're fantastic fights out there other than Fury Joshua. So, I don't know, man. Boz says Canelo might kill Callum Smith. Let's calm down a bit, Boz. Let's calm down. Callum Smith has a chance. Small one, yes, has a chance nonetheless. Bingo says, since Callum Smith is coming off a loss, what chances do you give him against Canelo? Well, it depends what gear Canelo's on, doesn't it, to be honest with you? If Canelo's on the complete roll, no chance. If he's on just your average creatine, who knows? Firehan, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Tsige. How would you pronounce that? Sheik? Says, greetings, Ade from Norway. Greetings, Firehan. All right, someone says here, peace out, over to G-Man's Rocks at 7:30. If that's my G-Man, then get out of here right now, because G-Man is very good. Go and watch him. Usyk versus White would be a good fight. It would be a good fight because White would put it on him a bit more than Chisora, I think, with a bit more skill to it as well. What's this now? Oh my God, I forgot about this fight. Macaulay Robinson says, what are your thoughts on Saunders versus Murray. I have no thoughts on it. I have very little interest for that fight. Like very. I will probably do a little video during the week, but yeah, very little interest. You know, funny, Martin Murray did do a video the other day saying he could have been a two-time world champion in reference to the fact that he believed he beat Sergio Martinez. I think he did. And that he beat Felix Sturm. Another one I think he did. He could have been a two-time world champion. Boxing's a strange sport. And how different would his life be if he was? But he didn't get the rub of the green with those fights away from home. Let's have a look here. Did I bet on Joyce? No, I didn't. I don't bet. But I wish I did. But I don't bet. All right, last 5 minutes. 'Cause we've been streaming for 35 minutes. But we are going to try and do this every week because it is a bit of fun in it. Mr. KWX Ben 1966 says, still time for Billy Joe Saunders to do stupid YouTube video. Very true. Very true. There is time, but I think he's locked away training hard. Fingers crossed. The fight is coming up, right, in what, 6 days? 6 days. Let's just hope he makes weight because he did look a bit big in some of the stuff beforehand, didn't he? Did look a bit big. Cool. All right, last thing. What? Give us another 30 minutes? Come on, brother. I want to go and get some chocolate hobnobs from the shop before my local offie shuts. Richard Loafer says Gassiev versus Bradis. What's not going to happen is that Gassiev is now heavyweight and Bradis, I think, is said he's stay. Well, then again, I think Bradis has spoke about coming up, but not officially yet. So, but I think Gassiev would do him, to be honest with you. Yeah, Anthony Yard is fighting. I forgot about that. Anthony Yard is fighting Lyndon Arthur. Pretty Boy Flizzy has just reminded me. We need to do a video about that one. Anthony Yard, that's a good fight. It's a good little fight. Daniel Hadlow says Hagler versus GGG. I guess you got to go Hagler, right? You got to go Hagler, but Pete GGG was a bit scary, but you got to go with Hagler. Look, Hagler's arguably the greatest middleweight of all time, so how can you pick another middleweight against him? It's very difficult. Ricky T says, don't forget the cookies. Nah, it's the chocolate hobnobs, my man. Chocolate hobnobs today. Yeah. You know what the worst thing is about the chocolate hobnobs? I don't know if you guys are calorie counters. I sometimes do count my calories when I'm trying to be a bit healthy. One fucking chocolate hobnob is like 130 calories. Fuck me. 130 calories. I eat the whole pack in one sitting. There's 14 in a pack. Do the maths on that. Do the maths on that. John Katkus says, what area are you from? I'm from Stratford, East London. Stratford, East London. Born in Nigeria. Lived in Brighton for about 7 years. And Stratford since then. Stratford since then. All right, people. Okay, a couple more quick ones, very quick ones. Kess, 2000s Lennox versus 90s Riddick Bowe. Any year, Lennox. Come on now, any year, Lennox. I can't believe how many questions are coming into this madness, you know. What's this? What's this a joke? MCC, loving. Hey, Ade, Mike Tyson versus Dillian White. Come on, stop it. Stop yourself. Joe Gill says, what's Brighton like? When I was in Brighton, Brighton was very racist. It's not like that anymore. Obviously, we're talking many, many years ago now. Obviously, a couple of unis and people, it's got a bit more mixed. But when I was there, jeez, monkey this, monkey that. I'm laughing, but I was young, so it didn't really affect me. Jay Ors says, cheers from Estonia. Cheers to you as well, my brother. Cheers to you. Base the Kid is in the building. It's Mac Lovin' Ade. You know what it is? It's old school Mac Lovin' Ade. That's what it is. This Mac here is 2011, but I've got a problem with throwing things away or upgrading things that still work. I've got a problem with it. Like, I'm not a very, let's buy the newest, latest gadget. I wish I could show you my TV that's on this wall that rarely gets put on. I rarely watched it. It's the oldest fucking LCD 32-inch Toshiba you have. Like, I couldn't sell this for 50p. My friend came around the other day and he was like, Ade, get a new TV on Black Friday. I was like, what for? He said, oh, because the picture quality. I was like, fuck the picture quality. I used to watch black and white TVs back in the day. All right, what we got here? The Undisputed Champ says, we live, baby. I got my channel moving, by the way. Go and check out the Undisputed Champs channel. I've not even checked it out. I'll check it out in a minute. Sniper 11D. Hi, Addy from Belgium. Literally, all right, so far, Australia, Estonia, Belgium, France, Italy. Can someone say they're from Nigeria, please? I need some African loving here. Please. Oh, we got Jordan Zoo from Canada. We've got people from all over the world. We've got Manchester's in the building. Pakistan, Brixton. It's Brixton in the house. All right, Birmingham. We've got New Jersey. We Americans are in the building now. All right, let me stop doing this now. Everyone's saying where they're from. All right, stop, please. All right, we've got a couple of Nigerians now. All right, we're in there. Cardiff is in the building. All right, Cardiff is not as romantic as some of them, as Italy and France, but thank you, Mr. Cardiff, as well. Northampton, stop it now. Stop it now, Northampton. Northampton. Someone here, Luke Weldon, says AJ versus prediction. AJ versus who, brother? You haven't said a name. I've got Norway. Somalia in the building as well. Jamaica, California. Is this a joke? This can't be real. This can't be real. Maryland, USA, Iran. I think this is a joke. I think people are trolling me. I don't believe that people are from all over like they're saying they're from. I think they were born there, but I don't believe they're there. Barbados, you're chatting shit. You're chatting shit now, people. Stop it. Yeah, someone's taking a piss. Pluto. Calzaghe or Canelo? Oh, Calzaghe. I'm not having that. Base the Kid says, will you put a bet on the AJ Pulev fight? Base the Kid, you like betting too much. Stop. I'm not putting any money on AJ. I'm sorry. No. Anything could happen, you know. I'm a big AJ fan. Anything could happen. I'm not doing it. Gabrielle says, I'm your son, Addy. You very well might be. Who knows, right? Who bloody knows? What do I think of Rosado versus Jacobs? I didn't think. We move on from that very, very quickly. Is this a joke? This MCC Lovin's trying to troll me here, saying Mike Tyson last night would have beaten Dillian White. Terence Crawford says, Terence Crawford versus Jaron Boots Ennis from Joshua Shepherd. You know, it's Crawford all day long. I mean, Jaron Boots Ennis is obviously the next breed of fighters coming up, but let him kind of stay with the Virgil teasers that are coming up at 147 as well. The others as well. But yeah, no, Terence Crawford's, I think we saw that against Kell Brook. Man, fucked him up with that one punch, just bam, bam, just like that. So no. Female boxing, Danny Namadu says Savannah Marshall or Clarissa Shields, who wins? Savannah's got a bit of a punch to her, and she's got a bit of whack to her, but I guess you've got to go with the GWOAT, I hate that saying, Clarissa Shields all day long. What we got here? Ade, I'm a big fan of AJ OLADIPO. Of course I'm a big fan of AJ. Like, I don't pretend to not be, but I'm also very honest. Like, if someone says AJ Fury, I say what I want to say. If someone says AJ Pulev, I'm very honest with how I think that fight will go. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I can't lie to you. Ade, I spoke to the man, Mike Coppinger, in the no OLADIPO. That's a lie. I've only spoke to Mike once. See, you're lying now, Mr. Gabriel. Stop it. It's not a good trait, lying. I read his tweets, but I definitely haven't spoke to him. I definitely haven't spoke to Mr. Coppinger. All right. Last couple. 43 minutes. Fuck your life. Liam Williams versus Andrade. Macaulay Robinson. Yeah, February. Looks like that fight's going to go down. We'll see, right? We'll see what Andrade's got. I mean, I like Andrade, also Andrade, but we haven't seen him in against anyone of supreme note, right, at 160 or even really at 154. Fought Vans, and that's kind of really it, you know. You think who he fought at 160 to get the belt? It was Walter Katandokwa from, is it Zimbabwe? That's who he fought for a world title. I fucking met Walter Katandokwa in Zimbabwe. He had a fight on a card I was commentating on with about 40 people ringside after he's lost. Go and check it out on Boxrec, I think I'm lying. After he's lost to Demetrius Andrade. That's the level of that title fight. No bullshit. JD Apple or Honey says Jed or Jay Zarian. That one is the Tennessee Honey one. I'm not a bigger fan of that one. That's more for when the ladies come around. That's more of a ladies drink for me. All right, we're gonna have to stop. I think we might have to stop soon. I'm tired. I think we might have to stop, people. Vitali, what's this? Should there be a height limit to weight classes? All right. Where the wags at? Mr. KWX Ben says, where are the wags at? I'm actually settling down, people, anyway. So no wags. I'm settling down. I'm out of the game. I'm out of the game. All right. We are out of here, people. Get a genius laughing out loud. Guys, we're out of it. I don't even know how to stop this thing. But we're out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first live, whatever this was. Don't know what to call this. Yeah, I don't know what to call this. But peace and love to everyone that tuned in. Thank you very much. You know, actually, in fact, have a look at the green chair that when I'm not sitting on it. What a sight. What a sight. Look at that marvelous piece of furniture. Look at that, people. Look at that. I'm saying everyone, I can still see your comments, by the way. Peace. Craig S, take care. Hussein Ali, Finbar White, Avi Skulls, Thoughts on Sport and Icon. I don't have any Thoughts on Sport and Icon, you know. Jimmy Manua, is that the Jimmy Manua? MMA fighter Jimmy Manua? It can't be, surely not. Dean Baston. People are telling me not to finish it. All right, you know what? We're going to stay for 5 more minutes. Fuck it. We'll stay for 5 more minutes. Why not? Let's get a quick drink. A bit of Captain Morgan. All right, we're back. I was convinced to stay for 5 more minutes. So we're going to stay for 5 more minutes. Why not, hey? Why not? Give the fans what they want. No, I'm not staying until 8 p.m. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing 17 minutes. I said 5. I said 5, people. Base the kid. I told you people like the longer content. They do, but I'm just far too lazy. I'm far too lazy. All right, what else we got? What questions we got? James Goldsmith says you should do a whiskey tasting live feed. Maybe I should. Someone asked, how was Ryan? Ryan's good. Ryan just needs to set up his own boxing channel and talk boxing. Ryan knows more, but there's not many people that I've ever met that know more about boxing than Ryan. He needs to do his own channel. Someone said I should call this thing Ade, live boxing with Ade. Maybe. Might do it. Sunny Singh says Ultra was showing you mad respect in his video today. I will watch it straight after this, after I go and get a packet of hobnobs from the shop. Chocolate hobnobs as well. Macaulay Robinson, your favorite fight of all time? That's a tough question. That's a tough question. In terms of goosebumps, like, oh my God, this is going to happen. Holyfield Tyson, the second one. Like, ooh, got a massive fan of Tyson. I was like, oh my God, Holyfield's going to, I just felt Holyfield was going to do him. So yeah. All right, someone said I should call it Boxing Live with Ade. It's a good shout. It's a good shout. All right. Why is that A? Next big fight you're excited about? Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia. That's in terms of intrigue. I'm very, very intrigued about Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia. Is Ryan Garcia what people are saying he is, or is it just a bit of a hype job with a 6-pack? We'll soon find out. Yeah, people. Spence Garcia is one as well. Spence Garcia is obviously one. Someone's saying, can they set up a call-in show for me? You can set it up for me and I'll do it. I just can't be asked to do it. This took me about a year to get done. I'm not new with like that kind of guy when it comes to technology. And you know what it is as well? I wanted the live stream to look like exactly like how I film. So that was a problem for me. That's why I wanted to get it correct. So this is exactly how it normally looks, right? And that was what was an issue. The person who wants to set up the live stream for me, email me. You're saying I should contact you. Can you contact me, please? Please contact me. OLADIPO@hotmail.co.uk. It's pretty easy. Guys, you know, I can't thank you all enough for coming on this live stream, by the way. Like, you know, when you, like, honest, I'm not, no bullshit. When you do these things, you're just hoping that one or two people come on and it isn't embarrassing. Like, I see people do live streams, they've got like 20 viewers, and that's why I'm always been a bit embarrassed to do it. So thank you so much for coming on and doing it. Ade, can you do a merch giveaway? Like, you know what it is about this? Like, because these are all, obviously these are on Teespring. So this hoodie, this is probably the best color hoodie, you know, on Teespring that I've got. You know, I've got a little Teespring account. Some of the stuff ain't great, like the gray one, shit. This one though is nice. You know, I probably can maybe order a few and give them away actually. Thank you very much for asking that question. All right, not that I'm not broke enough. No, I'm joking, I'm not broke. I'm in a good position, thank God. Thank God. Someone saying they sent me a drawing on Insta and I didn't like it. Really? Send it again. Let me see it again, please. Send it again. Ade, there's been a sickening head clash in the Arsenal versus Wolverhampton game. Really bad. That's why not a lot of people are watching this live stream. I forgot that Wolves are playing Arsenal right now. I forgot about that. You know why I forgot? Because it's a mid-table clash. Ade, do I think AJ will vacate? No, I don't. I've spoke to AJ about this. Name drop. And he doesn't think he's going to vacate. Oh, it's 1-1, right, between Wolves and Arsenal. I didn't know that. Thank you. Keep me updated, people, as we do this. All right. Thank you for all the likes as well. I've just realized 101 likes. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Ade, I spoke to... Yes. Well, you know. No, I do speak to a lot of people. It's true. It's no joke. You know what was a weird one? What was a weird one? Especially in the Talk Sport studios. In the Sky studios, not as much because of the timings. But in the Talk Sport studios, you get the most random, famous people just walk past you. Like Chris Evans. Don't know if you guys remember Chris Evans. Ginger. DJ. Boom. Walk past you. Piers Morgan. Walk right past you. And then you got all the footballers just walk right past you. And you're like... But obviously you can't be too... You know, like, hello. You got to be cool with it. But it is a bit weird when they just walk right past you. Can't lie, it's very, very weird. All right, I think we're done. Ade, what happened to the road sign in the back? What happened to the road sign? It's there, you know. It is there. You know what? Where is the road sign? Let me get it. Can you guys still see me and hear me? Oh, I forgot to put it up. Boom. It's still here. It's still here. There it is. I just need to put... I'm too lazy sometimes, so I don't put it up. But it is there, and I am very, very grateful for it. Very, very grateful for it. Oh, someone's got some chocolate digestives right now. Jeez. How much am I charging for a sponsor? I want to sponsor you. How much money do you have? I will take it all. I will gladly take every penny and put your name on the channel. Like, you know, like them professional football clubs who change the stadium names. Send over the money and we'll talk. Ghetto Genius says, can you fight Ade? You know what it is? That's a tough question to ask, isn't it? Because I don't know. I've not had a fight like back in the day when you have fights all the time when you're young for a long time. I think I can have it, but who knows, right? Until someone just lands one and you're out cold. Nate Robertson thought he could fight and then bang. So I don't know, man. I'd like to think I can handle myself, but who knows? You can't really see the sign, can you? Oh, no, I don't know. Sorry, apologies. Who knows? If I used to do kickboxing when I was very, very young, and boxing, so I guess I'd hope to think it's still a bit there. Someone says they can sponsor me in biscuits. That we can have a deal. You know, a tea company reached out to sponsor me. You know, because I always drink the coffees and stuff, and they wanted to sponsor me. So yeah, Chain with Ice, and I'm new with this channel. Is it good? Is it good? Can everyone just respond to Chain with Ice and tell them what this channel's about, please, and how good this channel is? Like, I leave it to everyone to respond to Chain with Ice. Thank you. There you go. 11 out of 10. Boom. Thank you. It is kind of that. Best in the game. There you go. Thank you. The realist. Brian Newton says, what drinks do I have in my white cup? So in the morning, just either green tea or coffee. Nothing crazy. A bit of Nescafe. 8 out of 10? Oh, that's more like it. Giovanni Minto, 10 out of 10. Thank you. Benedict Emmanuel says, how do I feel about Liverpool losing players to injury? Shit happens, eh? Shit happens, man. We've got a big squad, right? Shit happens. Coogan or Rob, says David's 4791. Both of them are very, very good. Coogan is so good. He makes what he does seem easy in terms of how he makes the fight. Coogan makes it look like he's known the fighters for 20 years and they're just friends chatting. That's a skill in itself. Rob's obviously more of a journalist, but Coogan is very, very good. Like, very, very good. Brian Newton says Dwyer or Hatman. Oh, Hatman all day. Hatman's the best at this. Like, I've no shame admitting that Hatman is the best at whatever this is that we do. He's the king. He's numero uno. He's number one by far. Like, I do feel like he has a bit of, he sometimes can get a bit of an agenda. Like, if you piss him off, like if the Wilder fans piss him off, he'll make 100 videos talking about Wilder fans. But in terms of knowledge, in terms of delivery, in terms of everything, Hatman's number one. And I have no shame in saying it. Someone's saying someone else is number one. BB and R is number one. Who's BB and R? Audi, Alice TT. I think is it Alice? Alias TT. Who's BB and R? I have no idea who that is. Can someone let? Oh, boxing beats and rhymes. Okay. Nah, Hatman's better. Hatman's better, man. Hatman's better. Hatman's better. All right, only 7 minutes till 8 o'clock. We're going to 8. We're going. Everyone thinks. Okay. Question, people. Who do you think's best? Boxing beats and rhymes or Hatman? I've never watched Boxing Squared. Can I be honest with you? I don't really watch a lot of these guys, you know. I don't really watch. The only one I really do watch is Hatman. I think Hatman. I don't watch Sporting Icons. No, I don't really watch Sporting Icons. It's all right, but everyone's saying Hatman. Hatman. Jeez, Hatman getting love on this channel. Jeez, all right, it's enough. It's enough. Enough for Hatman. Enough, please. Enough for Hatman. Yeah. Thank you. Kurt, is that Kurt DeVille or whatever his name is? Kurt the whatever. By the way, G-Man, who, guys, you know G-Man, Irish boxing correspondent, journalist. He's very good. Is your debts causing you sleepless nights? What is that advert about? What is that? Strange, right? Gone from William Hill to is your debts causing you sleepless nights? Yeah, funny. What do I think of TM Booth? I think nothing of him because it's a gimmick. It's not real. It's fun. I liked it for a while, but I actually liked it because I thought it was real. Then I realized he's just a stand-up comedian, isn't he? So it's taken a bit of shine off it for me. But there are some things where I watch and I do laugh my arse off. Like fucking, I piss myself laughing. But again, now I know he's a bit of a comedian. It's not the same. What do I think of Trendy Mendy? Never heard of Trendy Mendy in my life. Ade versus Hatman. Hatman's better than me. I can admit it. I can admit it. That's the thing about me. I can admit it. My boxing knowledge isn't that vast. It's good, but it's not crazy. And it's not crazy because I love so many sports. Like, I love football, I love boxing, I like tennis, I like fucking basketball. I even watch rugby union, and now I even watch horse racing. Do you know what I mean? If I could just dedicate myself to one sport, geez, I'd be the king. I'd be the king, people. How comes you can't send super chats, Ade? Coyote asks. Because I've turned it off. Well, I've not turned it on, Coyote, because this is the first one, and I feel like for the first one, let's just keep it cool like this. Let's let's not get money involved into this, eh? Let's just keep it cool. I do watch a bit of F1. Someone's asked me here, disgruntled Buddha. Not as much as I used to, but I do watch a bit of F1, but not as much as I used to. But respect to Lewis Hamilton, what he's doing. Yes, rest in peace, Heavy D. Like, I mean, Papa Boupa Diop died as well, didn't he? Got announced, a former Fulham midfielder. He passed away. We had Diego Maradona recently, Heavy D recently. Life is short, people, you know. You've really got just to enjoy life. And I think everyone takes it so seriously as though they're promised 100 fucking years. You could all go tomorrow. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I do not watch NFL at all. No. I watch little highlights of people running and catching the fucking thing, but I don't watch it. Yeah, W. Thornton's just talking about Diop as well. 42, dead at 42. Supposedly it was a long illness, a long battle of illness. I didn't even hear about it. Thoughts on Lewis Ritson? Good fighter, European level. And there's no problem with that. There's no problem with that. We always like, in this sport, it's like if you don't get to world level, elite world level, world title, you're no one. No. European level is very, very good. Because I know very good boxers that are fucking area level. And I see them in the gym and I'm like, shit, you're only area level. So to get to European level is good. So well done to Ritson. That's it. Charlie Waring says, I only watch boxing. Charlie, broaden your horizons. Watch more stuff, Charlie. Watch more stuff. Boxing or football? Ooh, that's a good question. Nothing causes me more stress than Liverpool. Nothing. But nothing gives me more excitement than a big boxing match. That feeling, like I got it yesterday in the pit of my stomach when referee Ian fucking John Lewis gave the instructions to Dubois versus Joyce. The pit of my stomach was like, here we go. So I would think I'd have to edge to boxing. Yeah, boxing. What else have we got here? All right. I love darts. I love darts as well. I can't lie to you. I love darts. There's a great video, if you're a dart fan, of Michael Van Gerwen doing 17 perfect darts back to back. This guy nearly hit 2 9-darters back to back. Go and check it out. And the commentary's amazing. You know what it is? I just realized I like moments. Like random horse racing. This is so random. 2001, I think it's the Breeders' Cup. Fantastic Light versus Galileo. Go and watch it just for the commentary. I'm about those moments. All right, 1 minute to 8 o'clock, people. Snooker, yeah, big Ronnie O'Sullivan fan. My dad, when he was alive, me and him used to always watch like Steve Davis and John Parrott back in the day, those 90s and early 80s snooker players. So I've always loved snooker. Jimmy White, all those guys. Guys, you know what? Thank you. I thank you so much for coming on this this live. I thank you to the subscriber that sent this to me as well. Sent this to me. I appreciate it very much. And I appreciate you guys for being in my front room with me right now. I'm going to love you and leave you. I know there's 189 of you watching. But I gotta go. I gotta go, people. I gotta go. Before I go, have a look at the chair. Have a look at the green chair. The marvelous, the famous green chair, people. What do you think? Peace. I like all the messages of peace. Peace to you too, peeps. Thank you very much. It was fun.